Welcome back, guys. We're at part 2 of our Let's Play of Soul Blazer. Of course, I am Lionias, part of the Radical Dreamers team, and let's dive back into it. So we were going through the underground castle of Grass Valley, the first part. Just kind of doing a little bit of grinding, sealing away some monsters, and releasing creatures. Right here you see one of our brand new monsters. This guy's kind of a pain and starts getting, giving you a little bit more of a challenge. Oops. I did not need to run into him, though. There we go. That's what I was trying to bait out of him. When you swing at him, occasionally he will recoil and come back at you with a fireball. Normally I would just go right onto this monster layer, but I know down below here there's this fire pit, which of course we want to grind. That way we'll get some experience that we can refresh as soon as we release that creature in the lair. This one just extends that pathway there, so I didn't need to worry about that necessarily. Lionias received the Dream Rod. Well, let's see what that does, huh? Dream Rod, a strange stick that enables you to look into a dream. That will come in handy later. One of the next creatures that we release will help us make use of that Dream Rod. Lionias released the Bridge Guard. There's the bridge. There's the guard. We can come back to him a little bit later. No one yet needs us. There's nothing that we've released that requires us to go back yet, so we'll just keep pressing on. But I am going to go get all of these fire pits that we just respawned, get those water monsters, get a little extra experience, because at our status screen it shows we need 280 experience for the next level, and the more I grind, the easier it will be to get 280. Go back through. It is a little time consuming, a little tedious, so bear with me. I do a lot of my grinding early levels. Makes some of the fights a little easier, and it makes grinding later in the game a little less tedious. So, it's all for a purpose. Alright, so we're going to go back to this underground castle, back over to the east there. If you remember, one of the other creatures that we released mentioned something about an underground elevator being controlled by the water mill in Grass Valley. Soon you'll see what that means. One of the next creatures that we release will have some bearing on that. Get rid of that fire pit. Get rid of these guys. Excellent. Alright, should only be one or two more. There it is. So this one will open up that path, and we can get all these plant creatures out of the way. Could also use our fireball. Don't need to yet, and let me show you this real quick, guys. So these gems, and I missed it. Unfortunately, you saw the worst case scenario. The gems do go away really, really quickly, but there are 3 sizes of gem. So next time we get one of those gems, we'll show you what happens when you get the correct sizes. Lionias released Ivy, and it looks like there's a little pathway down there. We'll check that out in a minute. We've still got some things that we need to do before we go back. We released some creatures. Time to grind these fire pits again. What you just saw me do there, where I held my sword out like that and the gem came to me, there's a bit of telekinesis in this game, so it allows you to do this little strafe walk. You can attack creatures with it, like such. It does 1 damage per tick, so it can be effective on certain enemies. On other enemies, it's like especially moving enemies, it's just easier to swing your sword at them and do it that way. I'll show you what happens with these moving guys. This one might work out well because he has low HP, but it can also do that, where he just runs right into you. So really, in the long run, if it's a stationary enemy, do it. If not, it's just not worth it. But it can bring the gems closer to you, if you're far away and you can't reach them. So, something to remember for, if you ever need to get a gem that's on the other side of the room before it disappears. They disappear extremely quickly, maybe 3 seconds. So if you need your gems, get them before they disappear. Obvious statement of the day. Okay, so we'll go back down this way now that we've taken care of all those extra fire pits. We got a monster's lair right here with some of these demon guys. I think they spawn one at a time. Yeah, so we can't take them all out together, unfortunately. We can do this. Yep, I thought he was going. I was wrong. Alright, so that opens up a path going left, which will basically bring us back to the beginning. Don't want to do that yet, because we still have this layer to seal. And for the gems, you do have to touch the gems. You can't just swing your sword at them Zelda style and collect them. You do have to physically touch the gems. Alright, get that one. Seal off this layer. Leonidas released the Watermill Keeper. There is that watermill that was mentioned earlier. A man's voice came from inside the watermill. Darn it! This stupid wheel. It's so hard to turn. That will be important, of course. So these guys respawn. Take care of them. And here is that elevator. I am an elevator invented by Dr. Leo. I cannot move unless the watermill is turning. So this is when we go back and fix this situation. But first, of course, we're going to grind out the rest of these fire pits. Excellent. Get as much experience as we can, because by the time we leave this room, we'll only be about 75 experience away from the next level, which should be more than attainable when we reach the next leg of this dungeon. There we go, 81. So about 76 away. I was close. Sorry guys, I was off by 1. There we go. Get all the gems. We're stocked on gems. We have good experience. Let's go back to the beginning. Now, before we talk to anyone else that we've just released, we have to take a break, but I will see you guys for part 3. When we go back through Grass Valley, check out the watermill, check out the tool shop owner, and see what they have to say. So join me back for part 3. Please like and subscribe, share with your friends, and we'll see you next time.